What is that one thing that you have invested thousands of hours working on it and now it's useless? I spent months developing a DHEAS radioimmunoassay with the intent on using it on lemur blood samples. Ran it and modified few times and found nothing. Spent the next few months modifying it to increase sensitivity something like 20x, thinking I had messed things up in the initial development. Still found nothing. Managed to find some additional samples from other primates. Everything ran off scale high. Turns out lemurs appear to differ from other primates in terms of their adrenal androgens. They don't really have any. Interesting finding, but god, that was frustrating. Programming. When I was in university, I studied hard for years to learn various programming languages such as COBOL, IBM 360-370 assembler, etc. Something happened in my third year, and I went to work instead of finishing my degree. A dozen years later I went back, and found that finishing my degree would have required 4 more years of school. Everything I had studied before had been rendered completely obsolete. I said fuck that. What other degree could I finish in a year or two? Xbox achievements. I used to have to 100 every game. I would play campaigns on the hardest difficulty, I would look for every hidden package, I would grind multiplayer ranks and weapons. Technically these were always useless, but I spent so much time on it. Now I barely play video games, and when I do, I just play for fun. I don't chase achievements or force myself through campaigns I don't enjoy or play classes I don't want to on MP. Construction. I've worked construction in different trades since I was 14. The goal was to obtain enough knowledge in each trade that I would be able to build my own home with my 2 hands and no help from anyone. I'm 29 and injured my back recently. I will never recover fully and won't be able to continue in construction. I'm heartbroken as this has been my dream since a young child. I am a medical librarian. I've spent the better part of 11 years learning the best way to convey medical research to patients and families. Then fucking COVID. Fuck you anti-vaxxers. Fuck you Fox News. Fuck you Donald Trump. For some reason people listen to you morons, and people are actually dying. And still dying. COVID isn't over, it's just not overwhelming us. My journalism degree and career. I started at it in high school with the morning TV show and school newspaper, got a bachelor's and a master's from an Ivy League and worked in the field for about a decade. Now I work in a completely unrelated field that I hate, but I have bills to pay. I can't think too much about it, otherwise I might jump off a parking garage. Drawing. I spend my life learning how to draw. I went to a big art school, I published many kids' books, some comic books too. I worked as a small hands artist for TV documentaries. It's my job. But some tech bro used to steal my work to create a bunch of algorithms that can replicate my work in seconds by pressing a button. Friend and I wrote a fully functional BBS program just in time for it to be pretty much completely obsolete. I still have it somewhere, but there's no way to run it on any modern computer. It does things the OS won't let you do anymore. Drums. Been playing for 25 years and still do it daily. My depression, fear of failure, rejection, and social anxiety keep me from playing with anyone or joining any bands. Haven't played with anyone in over 4 years. My bachelor's. I spent 4 years just to get a diploma from Economics University, even I wanted to be an IT guy. Currently I'm self-taught IT guy, but it might be better if I studied at Tech University. My PhD. Thesis. I think it was useful once, when I was hired by a guy who had a PhD. From the same place. The job I was hired for is utterly unrelated to the work or even the field in that thesis. I invested years into mastering the art of pin spinning, only to find out that it has no practical use in the real world. Oh well, at least it was a fun and mesmerizing hobby while it lasted. My university degree. 8 years of study, dual bachelor's honors and master's, and all it took was one bipolar diagnosis to blow that career path out of the water. Taekwondo. It took a freshman wrestler to effortlessly guillotine me for me to realize I should have been training grappling all along. Learning to draw now, watching the rise of AI with a side eye. Yes, I know my drawing practice brings its own pleasures, but still. Playing video games, especially getting PlayStation Platinum trophies, since PS3, PS4, PS5, Vita, PSVR and PSVR 2. A STEM degree revolving around computers from back when token ring topology was still in use. My university diploma. It would be better if they told me how to get married successfully. Got a BA in Spanish language and literature. Haven't needed to use it since 2015ish. Back in the day, amassing huge and varied music cassettes, creating mixes, etc. My account in Marvel Future Fight. Yeah, mobile games are shit.